Hello, guys. My name is Cam Dog, and welcome to the Last Minute Podcast, where everything was our last minute decision. Today, I'm joined by Ange. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Angelo. I'm on a podcast now, apparently. I didn't know about this until like 5 minutes ago, so
Okay.
hi.
Master Crazy RJ.
Hello everyone, my name is RJ, and um is I'm extremely into hentai.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Moving swiftly on.
Oakley.
Howdy. Hi, I'm Oakley. I did work for Hunt on the Freeman. I'm a fur fag.
He's a. All right, let's move on. Steven.
Alright,
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
I'm just some guy that was dragged in here by some asshole.
Wow. His name is Josh, by the way. It's not Steven.
Okay. Zach.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Hello. I'm Zach Skater, and if you want to find me online, you'll find me anywhere by Zach Skater. So, whatever. Oof. Yes.
Wow, what a plug.
You guys want to find Zach Skater?
Just look
Not
up
really.
Zach Skater.
Yeah, anywhere.
We have a couple viewers at the moment. Hello, Crimson Malonis. I believe that's your friend Zach. Wow. Hey, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. You
Shane.
dick.
Shane.
What did
Shane.
he say? I
Shane.
gotta load up
It
this
must
quick
be
now.
what? Wait, Crimson Malonis. That's Shane.
Is it?
Hi Shane, that's a shout out for you. Oh, go to his Minecraft server. It's cool.
Fuck yeah, Minecraft dude.
That's a
Alright,
free gift card giveaway.
free gift card. Damn, dude. What is it to like Roblox? Oh fuck yeah. I want some Robux, dude. I got. Oh fuck, whoops.
Those are Legos.
No. They're my. This is my spacebar. Listen. That is a spacebar. I will rub it against my. That is a space.
What was that?
That was not me.
That was me. That was me rubbing my spacebar against my mic. I'll never do that again.
Just please don't do that.
All right. The first topic of today.
Go Freeman.
Tyler Freeman.
Hunt on the Freeman?
The greatest
Oh,
game
no.
ever to be ever made. That was
Yeah.
delayed
Oh,
five
totally.
times. The fifth time was for a publicity stunt.
Oh, that didn't piss
Yeah.
me off or anything.
So, Oakley,
I don't know anything about that publicity
what did
stunt.
you work on? What was the main things that Birkin told you to work?
He's-
I worked on maps, but I also did some compiling. I was basically a one-man army. I did a little bit of everything.
What do you think of the whole television?
Ah! Fuck! Oh, someone followed. Welcome, Steven. Oh, for fuck's sake. Gets me every fucking time, dude.
What was it?
It's my music. It plays. It's like. Did
Okay, so anyways,
It's just.
I only read a little bit about what Telvi posted. I didn't read the full article
Mm.
because personally I am too lazy to read.
Oh yeah, for
Well,
sure,
I'll
dude.
Summarize the whole thing for you. Basically, he put all his he literally put all his time and work effort. He actually purposely missed some college things. He like missed some college like classes just to work on the game.
Oof.
And
Oof.
he basically ruined. I don't know. Like Birkin, I believe he's a really nice guy.
No, he
I
is.
really do.
He's a very genuine
He
person,
is
I'd
a pretty
say.
good guy.
But I will have to say, what a very dick move, making him like resort to a game that first didn't come out the way it wanted to come out. Cutscenes were missing, things were errors everywhere. Then
Tyler
it updated-
McVicker.
Tyler McVicker.
the whole CNN
The
incident.
drill
thing.
sergeant in the tutorial never made eye contact with you.
Well, the tutorial like never the tutorial
That
didn't come out until like a month later.
It was in the game the entire time.
Yeah, it was,
but
actually.
officially become,
Files.
like accessible without commands later.
Yeah, in
Oh,
the big
Josh, you don't know
update.
anything about this, do you?
So,
I'm so lost.
Well, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn about this monstrosity.
Oakley, I want to cover something else. Is it true that Birkin used for the models, used a program that was meant for porn?
Oh, okay. Let me ask about this. Let me
I don't
answer
know
this.
anything about that.
Yeah,
I
let
do
me
not know
answer this.
anything.
I know about this. So, they bought Child Mitchell, right? They bought Mitchell as a child. It was like a model online. They just bought it, and that model was made with a program that is generally used for graphic
Source
3.
filmmaker pornos.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
No.
In fact,
Okay.
there was a penis texture for the child.
Oh.
Except it wasn't existent on the model.
No,
or
the
what I
penis
heard.
wasn't there, but it was there. No, it was just the texture.
So are you saying that our character is like
You can see Mitchell's dick.
Are you telling me that Mitchell has a dick?
what? Well, okay. Well, it's good to know that the character is actually, correct in that way.
Confirmation,
like-
he is male.
What flavor of male is he? I mean, there's 76 genders now.
Oh my god, you guys are
Okay,
so
let's
gay.
not bring that
Okay, alright. Something else I wanted to bring up on Hudona Freeman. There was a video I watched today.
Oh,
I forgot
no.
his name. His name is Chase Snaker or something.
I
Hmm.
don't know who you're talking about. Oh no.
He released a video today. About. Well, the video is called "Hunt Down the Freeman: The 7-Hour Chore."
Oh shit!
Wow.
He
That's
analyzed the full game. Like he went into full details with every single chapter. He actually gave some good pros about it. Some, not a lot, but some.
There weren't that many.
The pros,
that's all
the pros,
we want.
like he
About
said that
the penis texture?
no,
Is
about
it a very good penis
the
texture?
guy who did the impression on G-Man. He said he did a very good job at it, except the whole Mesa thing.
I guess you can say he messed it up.
But
I'm
during
sorry.
The part,
Shut
during
up.
the part where you go to Black Mesa East in it, he said that was a good fight zone. But he said that was the only good 2 things about the game.
Hey, the parkour wasn't
Black
bad.
Mesa
I gotta give him
Rebels
props. I gotta
and
give
the
him
Black-
props.
and the impression of
Oh.
the G-Man.
I have a question. Okay. Why did your character, the one you play, I forget. I'm sorry. I'm still playing the game. When you first at the beginning, when you're running through the city, all of a sudden you pick up a knife. He goes, "That's my knife."
Yeah,
Instead of just
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
"Oh, cool, a knife."
that I didn't.
Never explained.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
don't
irritating.
know. That
I mean,
kinda,
think
that kinda
about it.
off-put me.
But think about it for a minute. How does Gordon find his crowbars? How does Gordon just end up finding crowbars everywhere?
No, he
Gordon-
finds one crowbar and holds onto it. You don't.
Yeah, in Half-Life
in the
2.
first game, in the first game, in Half-Life 1, he finds a crowbar and he holds on to it. In Half-Life 2, Barney gives him a crowbar and he holds on to it.
Gives him the crowbar. Same one.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
It
The
had-
G-Man.
Yes.
I just
Oh,
don't
hey,
understand. Like, I feel like if there was gonna be another update, they really should get rid of, they should get rid of that whole knife thing, or at least like cut the dialogue from there, because like it doesn't make sense. There's no connection. It's never brought up later into the game. It's just
Mm,
my knife is here. How to get in here in the first place?
yeah.
I don't know.
But like, what's the point of that? you
Yeah,
know?
like it could just be a random knife.
Yeah. See, but you should also have a different. I think it's because he's like, oh, I don't want to texture this again to another knife. Have another
Yeah,
model.
True.
I think he
Um,
just got lazy, so he put
other-
it in the body.
Like back in when did the concept demo come out? 2016, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so back in
was so
2016,
bad.
I downloaded it. I had no idea what this was. It popped up in my. It just randomly popped up. I don't know how I got into contact with this demo, but I played it. Thought it was mediocre at best.
That's putting it lightly.
And then they got a Steam release.
So actually, I completely forgot about Hunt Down the Freeman. I thought like, okay, this is some weird thing that has source filmmaker cutscenes and a story that obviously I've never heard about. Okay, I'm interested. I'll bite. What the hell is this all about? It disappears off the face of there for a good 2 to 3 years. Comes back with a trailer. I get a message from a friend that, do you remember that demo we played, Hunt Down the Freeman? I'm like, yes. He's like, well, you better want to check YouTube. And check YouTube, and they released the first trailer for Hunt Down the Freeman. The first actual trailer, not the concept demo trailer.
The teaser. It was the teaser.
The teaser. I watched it, and I'm like, this is not the Hunt Down the Freeman I knew before. It looked better, it looked improved, and it looked like it had a better story going.
Yeah.
Then,
that was true.
And then another trailer came out, and it showed a whole new thing, and I was like, I'm sold, I'm excited, I can't wait for this.
Like we all
And
were.
the delays start, and then on February, when the game was supposed to come out on February 8th, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Originally it's February 2nd.
Yeah, and then they changed to 14th.
February 2nd. I wait, nothing happens. Get a message from Birkin that we all get a message from Birkin that says we are pushing it back to another week. I'm okay with this. You have to. You obviously have to. If it's not something you like with the game, push it back. A lot of games have done this.
Like, it's like Gabe Newell once said, people will not remember the game being delayed. They will always remember it being unfinished.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, like Telby, going back to the Telby post, at the end of it, he says he learned from this instructor, and I'm sorry if I get this wrong. I think it went, it takes 10 bad games to make a really good game.
Exactly, yeah. And this was their first game. That's absurd.
And when it came out, and all the delays happened, on like the 4th or 5th delay, I unfortunately already have given up on the game. I was like upset. I felt a bit betrayed that like I guess we're never getting this or something. Friday night happens. The night it comes out.
Oh my god.
The night it came out.
Warzone.
It was absolute.
I have footage of that, by the way. I should totally put that on
It's on
stream.
YouTube. Someone.
I'm gonna say this. There are hundreds of videos. I've caught countless videos of the night it came out.
Yeah.
And I caught myself in that video, and I caught myself in these videos multiple times. Every time I hear my voice, I'm like, well,
Lawsuit.
now I'm exposed to this again. Because every time I find a new video, or a friend of mine keeps finding a video of mine, he says, hey, RJ, you're in this again. I heard your voice. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. At this point, like, if Hunt Down the Freeman was good,
It was amazing.
I would be honored to be involved in this project. In the project.
Being involved in a shitstorm. Oh, yeah.
But,
It's okay. I have nothing to do with it, and people think I'm involved with it.
Yeah.
but
Okay, but
it was 10 o'clock in the evening for me, and the game still didn't come out. Here's a true story. This is 100% true story. Camdog was about to go take a shower.
Oh, no. Fuck. All right. Tell it.
His brother goes over to him. Everyone's freaking out that the game came, because like some kid, I forgot his name, some kid starts screaming, it's out, and I thought it was memeing. And then my Steam page refreshed, and it said Hunt Down the Freeman now available, and it gave me the price and the buy thing. I was like, I was screaming, I was excited.
I recorded that too.
Camdog's brother told him while he was in the shower.
That was his girlfriend.
No. That was my brother.
Jumped out,
Ben.
ran to the computer, and he was basically naked.
Dripping.
Just drinking.
Yeah, that happened. Oh.
Everyone was excited. It happened. And then the bad
The
thing.
shitstorm.
The
And
shitstorm.
then the
Okay, I went to go
disappointment.
stream the game. I went to go install my game. I loaded up the game. I noticed something. There's one thing I noticed.
Mhm.
It felt disconnected. I feel like as soon as I put in new game, and you load up in Black Mesa with your knife and
Mhm.
stuff, and there's a dead Spec Ops on the ground, I first realized something. This feels unfinished.
Oh.
This feels unfinished. I keep going. I get to the door, and this is the cutscene where Gordon pushes you over the ledge and beats the crap out of you with his crowbar relentless.
Slices up your face, which you're
But-
stuck with. Yeah.
When it came out, you went to the door, a loading screen happened, you woke up in a hospital bed, no cutscene.
Yeah.
At this point, I was like, cutscenes are missing.
Uh-huh.
The cutscenes are missing.
Mhm.
I go onto Cam's stream, I message him, cutscenes are missing. And that was the moment Cam's heart broke in two.
Oh.
Oh,
No. Oh. Like it was in the loading screen too. I was loading up, and he's like, "My cutscenes are missing." I'm like,
My
"Oh, I
cutscenes-
don't know anything about that." And then, bloop.
As soon as I missed a cutscene or two, my excitement meter plummet, and I was just left there, almost crying. I was like, I waited for weeks for this game to come out, and you're telling me that the cutscenes are missing.
Yes,
A day
but
later-
people waited for
A day
years.
later, the cutscenes are back, and I'm actually excited.
And they're so shitty.
Hey, they are
be
better
fair-
than Half-Life
To be
cutscenes.
fair,
There is no Half-Life cutscenes.
Exactly.
there are some cutscenes that are really good looking, and then there's some where it just looks like it was just made in 5 minutes.
My mom's dead.
For example, tutorial,
For example, the tutorial. That tutorial is still unfinished.
which I like the
completely
tutorial.
broken.
It helped.
Yeah, it did help. I'll admit that.
It
Yeah.
did do its job, okay, and that's what's important.
Yeah, it did do its job. It told us how to, because actually, I had to learn this the hard way. There was a part where you had to use parkour,
That's
and it was unbind.
yeah. It was actually
So you had to
unbind.
go into you basically yourself had to go into the controlling system and set a key to the parkour thing. And you're
Which
just like,
means,
oh my god, you telling me
which familiarizes yourself with the actual game itself, which is helpful, but not,
yeah.
But okay, you have to think about it. We are gamers.
Mhm.
We are people who like modify the game to the point where it's comfortable for us. People remap the numbers and letters to do what they want. People resize the screen to be at the perfect resolution.
I see
It's
what
not
you're getting at.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for us
But-
to go into the settings.
I
Yeah,
see what you're getting
but
at.
it shouldn't be
but
necessary. Like it shouldn't be
You
something.
shouldn't have to You shouldn't have to manually map something that's essential to the game. It's like
That is true.
if the moving keys WASD weren't mapped and you had to manually map them.
Yes. That would be unacceptable.
What I didn't like is that the developer needs to do this all on his own. First of all, I'm just gonna ask, Oakley, how much play testing was going on during the development?
If you're allowed to say.
If you're allowed to say this. If you're not, that's totally okay. We'll move on.
Is non-existent an option?
I seriously do not know, or yeah,
You don't
Josh.
know?
I don't know, and I'm not probably at liberty to say.
Okay.
From everything you've heard of the game so far, when are you going to buy it?
I'm not.
I already have it.
I already have it.
I'm
So
Good.
I'm getting a
Don't waste your
t-shirt
money. Don't waste your
made.
money. Oh yeah.
here's my short review of the game. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's not good. I played worse. I played much worse.
I think we all
Um,
have.
but it's fun to play.
Oh yeah.
because
I kind of disagree.
It's fun to play when you're with friends
Oh, meaning it.
And
because
you're doing it alongside them.
it's
Yes.
fun to point out the problems
And make
be-
fun of it. I
and
understand.
make fun of it.
Fun.
It's fun. It's a game. It's like going to see Tommy Wiseau's movie The Room.
Oh,
It's-
that's such a great movie.
That's a terrible film, but you love it because how
I
terrible it
disagree.
is.
I think it's the best thing cinema has ever created.
Like Hunt Down the Freeman is so bad. It's not good, but
It's
it's funny to
entertaining.
play. It's funny to laugh at. It's like hilarious to laugh at. I can see like obviously Hideo Kojima was a big inspiration to Hunt Down the Freeman. There are
Yeah,
cuts.
why was he in the credits again?
I don't know. I guess like since Birkin met Hideo Kojima and he was a big fan. Like if I wanted to make a game, like for example, I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I love the Metal Gear Solid series to death. I love every single game except Survival.
Why? Why not survival?
You have to pay. You have to pay for save slots.
Yeah, you have to pay for save slots, and it's not made by Hideo Kojima.
That's
Um,
that's unacceptable.
I gotta head out.
Yeah, it's
guys.
pretty bad.
I don't.
All right, see you, Josh.
So, yeah.
All right, all right. Here's another pressing issue. Who's going to replace Josh's spot?
No, this is
Just-
working pretty well. and we
Yeah,
don't have
just
to-
don't.
Let's just not have
You
someone. let's
can't.
not post on him.
Here's one thing, Cam. Is this your first time podcasting?
No.
Yes, it's podcast number
Yes.
1. It says.
Well, yeah, this podcast specifically, but I have.
Okay.
This isn't my first
Well,
podcast.
Here's a little lesson. If
Hmm.
someone leaves, you can't add someone new into it. You have to wait until the next podcast.
Yes.
Oh.
You can, you
No,
can't-
that's
It
true.
sucks.
That's true.
It
That's true.
sucks to do.
That's
It
true.
sucks, I
Yeah.
know. But you need to wait until the next podcast. If
'Cause-
someone leaves,
Yeah.
if someone leaves, they can come back, but only that person that left.
Mm-hmm. And then it'd be a lot easier to.
All right. Let me make this fair, because like some of my friends are also chatting in the podcast. So in the next podcast we do, when this podcast is over, I'm going to what's it called? I'm going to make a Google fucking survey thing, and the first people to write their names into it get into the next podcast. I feel
It's not fair for people with low internet speed.
well, I have shitty internet. I'll fucking vote in. I'll get kicked out.
All right, I'm voting right now. I'm voting right now.
No, it's not up yet. It's gonna be at the end of the stream. So stay tuned, guys. Stay
About
tuned.
the whole Hideo Kojima thing.
All right.
I understand why he put special thanks for Hideo Kojima, because like there is a cutscene where where Mitchell is lined up with a bunch of soldiers walking down the aisle. That cutscene is straight out from Phantom Pain. That cutscene is literally from Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah. Also, the
Like,
fact that
there's-
they're all on a boat.
Yeah, they're all on a boat.
I made that boat.
Oh, true.
Pain.
True.
That is true. But did you know that this was an inspiration and basically copy off of a Phantom Pain?
Oakley didn't know shit.
Oh my God! I just came to a realization.
Wait, you just came? Oh wow.
Yeah, shut up. Mitchell is like a dollar store Solid Snake.
That's what I said. That's.
Like, if you look at the hair, all you have to do is just add an eye patch, put like scars on like his forehead, and then oh wait, there is a motorcycle in Hunt Down the
Oh my God! He's a dollar store Solid Snake.
Sergeant Mitchell is a dollar store Solid Snake. Or,
Oh my God!
All right, can we all just clap for that realization? Good job, Frank, with the character design. That's fucking brilliant. You fucked up my face.
Mitchell's like the voice actor too.
You
Clearly,
fucked up
Birkin
my
walked.
face.
Clearly, Birkin walked up to the voice actor of Mitchell and it's like, "Hey, do you know Snake? Yeah, try to sound like him."
So wait. Do you think Birkin's a fan of the Metal Gear series?
Oh.
No way. No way. What could you possibly think of that?
No, I mean, have you seen the cutscenes? It's not like they're directly inspired by them or anything like that.
The only thing that is directly inspired is that boat scene. It's the boat scene and
Boat.
Mitchell's speech. Because Boss makes a speech in that cutscene as well.
Hmm. To all his little soldiers with balaclavas and military seat.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Now I see where he's coming from. He was trying to mix Half-Life with Metal Gear
Gear
Solid.
Solid.
But here's the thing. Metal
If
Gear
you think
Solid.
about it, if you think about it, both games didn't get an episode 3.
Huh.
Huh.
Anyways,
Oh, Cam, quick question. Could you send me the link to this podcast? Because I want to send somebody so we get another viewer.
Are you sure? I'll put it in general.
Thank you.
so
Thank you, honey.
Far Cry 5.
Oh, dude, I'm so triggered over the fucking microtransaction news.
The whole microtransaction.
Yeah, I got so triggered.
Ubisoft just couldn't leave it alone. They had to go for it.
I haven't heard about it. What is it? I know what Far Cry 5 is. I'm talking about the microtransaction.
Wait, what are we talking
Yeah, it
about?
basically, according to them, it's like it's easier for you to progress through the game if you pay for these things, which makes me worry because why would you want to miss out on progression? That makes me
Wait, what?
skeptical.
What's going on?
We're talking about Far Cry 5. There's microtransactions, and the microtransactions help you progress through the game apparently. And I'm skeptical because it's like, why would you want to skip gameplay? Why would you want to skip
Well,
progression?
no, it helps you progress. It maybe makes enemies weaker or your gun stronger.
It
That's
might.
still stupid.
That is stupid.
Yeah,
and it's
because
not
the whole
necessary.
point of Far Cry is upgrading in game,
Exactly,
not
yeah.
with real money.
Okay, so wait. If we give them money, the game gets easier. Could we ask them for money and then the game gets harder? Wait, could it then be actually playable?
I would love that. I wish that's how it worked.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh.
opposite day. Oh, I go to Burger King. Hey, can I give you a burger? And I get some money.
Funny story.
Oh no.
So you know those telemarketers?
Oh, I love those.
So what my boss does is you know how they try and sell you stuff? And they're,
Uh-huh.
like, what he does
No,
is he tries and
telemarketers.
sells them something.
You know, my mum actually did that because like she's a singer, and there was this guy who he came to our door, right? And he was like, you know, change with these guys. It's cheaper electricity. And she's like, only if you buy my song on iTunes. He fucking bought it. He fucking.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what I do whenever there's like a thing that says, "Hey, you stayed at this thing or you did this. Could you pay for that?" I then respond with my most racist thing I can
Oof.
say,
No.
which
Oh,
is
no.
which
don't,
is
don't. We're on
which is-
Twitch.
no,
We are
no.
on Twitch.
no, this is like Oriental racist. So
Still, we're still on Twitch. Don't do it.
fine. Oh, rule!
Real. Oh my god.
No, but I scream it into the phone, and people are like, I think we have the wrong number. I'm sorry." I'm like, "It's okay."
So here's a little IRL story.
Oh no.
A couple months ago, I get a phone call, and it just says dash dash dash, like
Oh, I've gotten
like what the fuck?
That's the number.
Like I open it, I'm like hello, and a Russian voice comes onto the phone and says we have your parents kidnapped, donate $100,000 and then you'll see your parents again. I'm like Mom, Dad, and they both respond. I'm like, yeah, they're fine, and I hung up. I'm like, my dad's like, why did you call me? And it's like, yeah, some Russian guy said you were in a basement tied up. Huh. I was like thinking, it was like maybe he called the wrong person, and someone is actually
No.
someone
Maybe
is
somebody's in trouble.
actually in trouble.
Maybe you should call the police.
All right. Here's something that happened to me one time. There was this dude came to my house. Well, I say my house, my parents' house.
Okay.
Came to my parents' house, and I opened the door, and he's like, "Oh, hello. Did you know that solar energy is the future? It's a lot cheaper than anything else. We here would like to do a free survey to see about putting solar panels on your roof." And I'm like, "Come with me." And I followed the dude. I had him stand far back and look at my house, and I'm like, "Look at my house. What do you see?" And he's like, "What do you mean? What do I see?" I'm like, "Look on the roof. What do you see?" And he's like, "Oh, you already have solar panels." And I'm like, you didn't check that before knocking on the door?
So who wants to hear the
He's
story
like,
of little 5-year-old RJ trying to play hide and seek for the first time with his friends, and it goes horribly wrong to the point the cops are involved.
Okay. Tell us. This sounds amazing.
Okay, so I was 5, and
Oh.
my friends are a bit older than me.
How much
They
older?
were 7. They were 7 at the time. I was 5.
It's not too bad.
So, I did not know what hide and seek was at all.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew from like in my mind, hide and seek, the word, I hide and they go find me. But I didn't know how it worked. So my friend's like, okay, I turn against this wall and you go hide somewhere. You have 1 full minute to go hide. And I'm like, that's pretty short. It's like, no, we go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go hide. I find this abandoned baby stroller, like someone obviously grew
Oh,
up
fuck
from it,
that,
and,
dude.
And they
Wait,
tossed
are
it,
you
and they-
outside or inside?
No, this was outside.
Oh.
There was a used baby stroller that someone obviously didn't want anymore, so they chucked it next to the garbage, and the garbage lid was open. So I turned the baby stroller up. I stood on top of it, jumped into the garbage can, slammed it shut, and I'm like, this is perfect.
Oh
so
no!
everyone is hiding. Everyone is hiding, and it goes up to the point where they found everyone but me. And
And then
they
get
couldn't find me.
worried.
Damn, I was good at hiding. I stood there, and you know, like that part of the game where like, okay,
Yeah,
we
the
can't find
Ollie
you.
Ollie oxen.
Yeah,
free
Ollie
thing.
Ollie Oxen. They're like, okay, RJ, you can come out now, and then like, I think they're tricking me. I think they're
Yes.
bullshitting me
Yes.
the entire time. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm so good at this game, and like at the point like they were like trying to bring me out. They were like bringing popsicles out. It's like, we're having popsicles, we're getting ice cream, and I'm like, oh, ice cream, but I know they're tricking me. And then, at the point, my friend's parents come outside and say, RJ, the game's really over. I still think it's a trick, and I thought they put their parents up to it.
Oh no!
My parents get involved.
Oh.
And my parents, and at this point, they legit think I went missing. Even though I'm right in front of the house in their garbage can.
At this point, I would be surprised if nobody checked that.
So my parents are looking for me. My parents, my friends' parents, the whole neighborhood is basically looking for me at this point. It was I used
That
to
sounds
live
like the
in a
most
pretty-
intense game of
I
hide and
used
seek
to
ever.
I know, right?
I used to live in a pretty small neighborhood. So we so like my mom's like crying and calling out for me, and at this point my mind's like, okay, my mom's crying, so that means game's actually over, and if I pop out, I'm gonna be in huge shit. So I'm just like, what if I just stay in? What if I just stay here?
You fucking
And
idiot.
my dad's like,
What?
okay, we have to call the cops. I think it's pretty much sure our son is missing. And do you know where this conversation was being held?
Right in
In
front
front
of
of
them.
you.
Right next to the I'm pretty sure 100% to this day, I'm pretty sure my dad's arm was on the top of the leg.
That's
So
beautiful.
they were about to call the cops. They get on the phone, and I hear like the whole 911, what's your emergency? And I pop my little head out, She's leaning against the garbage thing, and she hears like she feels like she hears that, and she jumps, and she
Shit.
looks down, and I have my head peeked out to the point where I'm like, and I do a slight wave, and like, and my mom's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, and they said the cops are here. I jump out of the garbage can. My parents are there. My friends' parents are there. My friends are there, and the cops are there.
Oh my god.
I stand there, and I smell horrible. I'm in tears because the cops are here. I'm like, so did I win?
That's a goddamn podcast story right there.
I sat there like, did I win? And it's like, yeah, you won. You won getting your butt whooped, and you're not coming to this house until next week. I got grounded for a week, and I was not allowed to play hide and seek until I was the appropriate age, which was 10. I was banned from hide and seek at the age 5, and I wasn't allowed to play until I was 10 years old.
Oh my god.
That's a story for that
Beautiful.
book. Someone clip that.
I have plenty of messed up. My whole life is a giant story. So.
Well, then you are perfect for the
Dude, you
podcast.
Yeah,
the
that-
podcast.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I have
I'd
a
love
few
to hear-
stories too,
okay.
but I don't know how to initiate them, so go first.
I'll be back in a sec, guys, but you guys continue.
I
You're
do
gonna
have a
miss it.
life and death story. That
Okay,
involves
I wanna hear-
airsoft.
Okay,
That
I have
involves
2
airsoft.
stories, but go
Okay.
for it.
Do you know what airsoft fighting is? Do you know
Yes.
what
Yes.
airsoft guns are?
Yes.
You're
For
obviously
those who don't
familiar-
know,
Yeah, for those who don't know what airsoft guns are,
It's a bunch of high schoolers who take themselves way too seriously.
they're basically guns that have little pellets inside that it doesn't kill you, but it stings like hell, and you're gonna get marks.
it leaves
Um,
like what, like the size of a mosquito bite,
Yeah,
or like a
mosquito
pimple.
bite. It
Yeah,
feels
you're
like
fine.
someone's pinching you every time you get shot by one.
Oh, and then it
um,
feels cold.
Yeah,
That's
and cold and like, okay. So we were playing Capture the Flag. It was rainy. It was rainy. It was muddy. Perfect weather for a Capture the Flag in the forest. So I'm on blue team.
Wait,
Enemies
with
on
those biodegradable pellets, the white ones.
they're with the. It was. I don't know how old I was at the time. I'm gonna say I was at least 12 to 13.
All right,
yeah,
was
they-
it pellets or BBs?
It was pellets.
All right.
But let me get to the rest of the story.
Go for it. Sorry.
So there was this kid in my school that hated my guts. Like, to this day, I'm pretty sure the kid has. Well, obviously, like, because like I haven't seen him since the day it happened. So, I'm pretty sure he has a picture of me and a target in his room somewhere.
Doing pull-ups like
So
kill.
yeah.
Oh, oh.
So this kid, I don't know what I did with him. I think there was an argument somewhere in my past where like he just hates me now. This guy wanted me dead. This guy legit wanted me dead. Like blood
Okay.
wants, like he wants to see blood come out of me.
Mhm.
So I'm defending the flag. Everyone's out there. I hear all the screaming, but then I'm not hearing the fun screaming.
Oh,
You're
no.
hearing like, oh shit,
I'm
something's
hearing
coming.
something's wrong, and my friends are screaming at the top of their lungs, screaming, Raymond, because Raymond is my real name. Raymond, he's coming for you, run, forget about the flag. And like, I'm like sitting here petrified. You know when your body's like, when your body is like,
Going through the options of whether I
shit,
should run
Yeah,
or
what
not.
you can
do I
do.
run
Fight
or
or
do I
flight.
sit, or do I
Fight or
sit and
flight.
fight? And then I see this boy. Let's call him Joe. I see Joe run up like he's like full steam, like he's like a
I'm back.
train coming right at you. He's like a train coming right at me.
Wait, what did I miss?
And I'm like standing there. I'm like, shit, what do I do? And I just get my gun on auto and I just open fire as he's running through it. And then he pulls out something. He pulls out a BB gun.
Oh no!
He pulls out a
Oh,
BB gun and he
no.
has that full on. That will go right through your skin.
Yeah.
BBs are like for anyone who doesn't know, BBs are like the smallest thing that are still considered like bullets. Like they could, like if you're hit right with a BB gun, it'll pierce your skin.
Oh
Yes.
fuck! Isn't those the metal ones, right?
He
They're like
aims.
metal
I
bars.
am
Copper.
loading into him, and it just looks like I'm shooting at. I'm just like shooting a rhino at this point. He's not taking any bullets. He's not like falling down. I'm like, okay, I have to break the rules, or he's gonna shoot. I aim up, shoot him right in the eye.
Oh
No!
Shoot in the right in the eye. It hits him. He pulls the trigger, and I get shot right in the side by the pellet, and I
Oh.
fall to the ground. I'm holding my side. I'm screaming. I'm like screaming for help, for like anyone to help me. And like I'm holding my wound. I lift up my hand, just covered in my own blood.
Oh my god! The fuck? This is like a veteran story.
You got shot. You actually got shot.
I got shot by a BB gun.
That counts. You got shot.
Yeah, I got shot. So I'm like sitting here. He's on top of me. He's like, I swear, I wish to God this was all fiction, but he was on top of me. He was laughing at the fact that I was bleeding, and I was like, dude, just stop. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm crying at this point. I think I'm gonna die. I think this is it. Like I'm crying. I'm begging for my life. Like, Joe, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for whatever I did. Just please help me. And he's like, and he pulls out this pocket knife. He pulls out a
What?
pocket
Oh
knife.
my god.
It's really close to my face. And he's like, oh my god, I don't know what happened. To this day, I don't know why he wanted me dead. There was something, I think there was a girl involved.
So you
sure.
don't remember what he said, right?
I'm trying to remember what he said. Cause
That means you probably went into shock and your brain's like forcing itself to forget.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. We're looking at each other dead in the face, and I'm like, it's either I fight him or I die.
Oh.
I see like a little rock.
Oh no!
Sharp.
No!
Whoa.
I see this little sharp rock on my hand.
No.
That's like on my finger. Like, you know when you like, it's like on the top of your fingernail and stuff, and I'm like wiggling my index finger to get into my hand. It's sharp. It's a sharp ass rock. I grab him. I lift up, grab him by like the shirt collar, and I'm like, well, shit, here we go. And I grab the sharp rock and I jab it as hard as I can to his leg.
Oh.
And I don't know what I hit. I must have hit a vessel because I was covered in that boy's blood.
Oh my god. Are you a murderer? Are you just trying to tell us the day that I went to fucking juvenile prison? Like,
Obviously, I hit a vital. I hit something. His legs are profusely bleeding. So, and he's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And he pops me in the nose, and we're like rolling around in the mud, dirt, getting whatever.
How old are
And
you?
we're like,
how old are
What
you?
happened to the knife?
we were
What
13.
happened?
13? What the fuck? What the fuck?
He drops the knife. I don't know why I did this. I chucked it like as far as I can into the forest, so like it gets like picked up by mud and like leaves, and it gets like taken away. My friend comes to the rescue, picks up the knife, puts in his pocket, and we're like tussling. We're covered in mud, shit, leaves,
Blood?
leftover snow, and blood. Our blood was just like everywhere, and he's like, and we're just like cursing at each other. He's like, "You son of a bitch, get off me!" I'm like, "No, you fucking get off me!" And then we're just like, and then he grabs me by the throat, and I feel the world starting to shut down on me.
Oh
I
my
feel
god.
like, I went tunnel vision.
Jesus.
I'm sitting here like, yep, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. My brain is sitting here. My brain's just like freaking out. It's like, okay, grab this, no, grab that. And now it's just like focusing. Everything in my body's just focusing on trying to breathe and trying to get him off. And this guy's a burly dude. Like, I'm pretty sure he eats like steroids for a living.
It's for a living. For a living.
Steroids.
My friend's like, he sees this empty glass bottle. My friend, he sees this empty glass bottle, and he grabs it. My friend's crying and freaking out. She's like screaming. He's like, get off him, get off him. And like, my friend's like runs over to Joe, and I like at this point I'm knocked out cold. I have like what 5 more seconds until he just snaps my neck in half. And I hear, and my friend just says, I said get off him! And he just smashes a giant bottle against his head.
What the fuck is this shit?
Wait,
and he
did it
just
shatter?
lumps into me. We roll off the body. He rolls off Joe. They carry me, and I wake up, and the first thing I do is just scream and cry, and I don't know why, but my adrenaline was so focused on Joe, I was trying to go back. I literally wanted to crawl back and finish the job.
Jesus
I'm
fuck.
like, no, let me kill the son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
Shit.
Like, Raven, it's okay, it's done, he's okay. I'm like, no, let me finish him.
Jesus
I'm
fucking
like-
Christ.
Like, Raven, you're hurt, you're bleeding, you're
I don't
half-
care.
I'm just like, I'm like struggling. Now I'm like fighting my friends. Like, I want to fight this man. And I'm like,
yeah, because it's the
He tried to murder you.
yeah. I'm like, so in the end, I'm thrown into the hospital. The cops obviously came over and questioned, and I said that he attacked first. He shot me with a BB gun, and obviously it's illegal to use a BB gun during an airsoft fight.
That's
and-
because they count as real guns.
Yeah, it counts
After a
as-
certain caliber. After a certain caliber.
Now, Joe, he was
Mhm.
15, I was 13. Joe was the closest to a teenager, so he basically attacked a child. He basically attacked a child. I was patched up fine. It took me a little while to like fully, cause like I was like as soon as I was thrown into the hospital bed, I was out. I was out for a whole 24 hours. I was put into a 24-hour coma. I wake up, I look over, I got like bandages all over me. I lost a tooth. I had a half broken nose.
Holy fuck,
Did you have a
dude.
fake
my
tooth?
leg,
What the
my leg
fuck?
was all stitched up. Apparently, I was told that I was rolling around in broken glass as well.
Oh.
I was
Oh.
rolling around from the bottle break. Remember when he smashed him with a bottle? And I was
Yep.
trying to crawl back. I was digging my hands in just pure
Oh.
sharp
But
glass.
At the time, you probably didn't realize because
And
the
like,
adrenaline.
And like he's saying, like the doctor's saying, like, how did you not notice that you were digging your hands in the
Adrenaline.
glass? And I'm like, and the doctor.
you're a doctor, you tell me.
It's like, because he's like the adrenaline kicked in, and like he basically Raymond here, like the doctor basically. I guess it was like a doctor in training. He's like, how did you not realize? And like the doctor, like the medical, like the leader, like the leader. Like the
leader.
main medical doctor was like he had a bunch of adrenaline in him, so like when you have adrenaline, nothing else is working, just your mindset. So like I felt nothing, and I looked at my hands, and my hands are just covered in bandages, and I'm like, and the first thing I say is like, how's Joe? Cause like my friend's sitting there confused. I'm like, dude, you were like screaming bloody murder to have him dead. And I'm like, I was? I'm like, I don't know what happened. Like, all this stuff I'm saying to you, the only thing my mind remembers is him tackling me. And him, like, the only thing I remember is getting shot, him tackling me picking up the sharp rock and stabbing him. And I black out. So anything I said up to that point, my friend and any other witnesses told me what happened. So I say, how's Joe? I'm like, why aren't you like hating his guts? I'm like, because I don't remember what happened when he tackled me. And like you're sitting here with the confused faces, and I'm just like, no, guys, seriously, what the hell happened? I look like I just went through a war.
Yeah, Crimson in the chat. Yeah, this is a bit much. Jesus
This
Christ.
is-
This is too much. Oh.
I just-
Basically in the end, like Joe gets thrown into juvie.
Oh.
It's illegal. Joe gets thrown into juvie. I'm spent a couple days in the hospital. I come back, and I'm perfectly okay. I actually have a scar under my left eye from the fight. I don't know if I can take a picture or anything.
RJ,
Yeah.
I just want to say that I'm joining the Marines in September.
We
Like
might meet
that's when I
Joe
ship
then.
off to boot camp, and I don't think I'm ever gonna deal with anything that's stupidly insane.
I know, right?
I don't know.
I don't have any interesting stories.
I do.
I have a
I
few,
do.
but I don't think I could top that.
Okay,
I
I
have
took
two.
a picture. I'll take a picture of my leg. I'll take a picture of my eye.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Crimson Melendez asks, are you still hiding from that guy?
Am I still hiding from that guy? No, because he's gone. He's out of my life. He's moved to a different state.
out of my dreams.
But he has permanent. He basically has. There is a permanent, like,
Scar.
no boundaries around me. This guy.
So,
He has a
Oh,
permanent
d-
restraining order.
yeah,
permanent
there's a
restraining order.
permanent- He permanently has. I permanently have a restraining order and from my parents. Okay, so let me
Yes.
take a picture of my leg and my eye.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Now it's been years. So the
Jesus
scar is
fucking Christ.
So the scar's like almost completely gone, but on my kneecap, like there's a perfect shot. So
Right.
Um,
So you can probably just send it to Cam Dog, and then he can put it on his desktop,
Yeah.
which is streaming. All right. So
I'll show it. You can show it on the
all right. So
podcast.
while you're doing that, let's hear another story from.
I've got one.
I'll do it. I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay.
From him. Go for it.
From who? Me or Cam Dog?
The one who said I got one.
And Cam Dog.
All right, so, which one do I tell? Because I've got a fair few.
The
Okay.
second one.
All right.
Do one at a time, and we'll all just take turns.
All right, so I was walking to my good friend's house. Let's call him T. All right, we're still friends today. Like I saw him a few
Trevor.
weeks ago, and I'm about 8, maybe 11 years old at this time.
Here you go, Cam.
All right, I'll put on the stream in a moment. And I'm just walking, you know, and to get to his place, I have to walk past the school, and then his house is right there. And I'm walking, and there's this red car, and I'm looking. He fucking just, like, spins out in the middle of the road. He's, like, at the end of the street. And I'm terrified. I'm just standing there. I'm like, am I gonna die? like, is he gonna hit me or something? And he comes
Is this it?
straight.
No.
He comes straight towards me. You know how, like, there's, like, little islands in roads and shit where signs are?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight up, but he was going over him. Like, he was just
What the fuck?
fucking...
Oh my God.
I'm not even joking. It was really fucked up. And he did, like, a skid, like a 180 skid. And I kid you not, I almost got hit by the back of his car because he went onto the pavement. Like...
Jesus.
Nah, it was so fucked up. And he sped off. And then I fucking ran. Fat little Cameron ran, dude. Like, dude, I ran. And I'm like, I go there and I go to my friend's mom. I'm like, can you please take me home? And you know what she says to me? I'm drunk.
Oh my.
And I'm like,
God.
no,
Wow.
please look up. So, and then, like, I don't even see my friend. I just run, and I see the way he was, and I see another way. So I'm running, and I'm running. I get lost for an hour, like a little boy fucking lost in suburban streets. And then I see my house, and I see my dad, and he's like, "Where were you?" And I'm like, oh my god. And I found out where he lived too. He actually lived near where he almost hit me.
There's,
Oh, that was fucked up. That was
This
fu-
isn't a crazy story. Also, Cam, if you may.
Oh, do you want me to
you
show the
are
picture?
allowed to- You are allowed to show the pictures on the podcast.
Alright, give me a sec. Let me set this
They're
up.
not as brutal as they used to be. I don't know what. I don't think I took any pictures of the scar, like as what I like.
Hey, boy, you got a beautiful face.
I
Scars.
gotta see this.
You got scars,
I
but.
want to see his cute. I want to see his cute face.
So,
I
Well, you don't have to get rid of the chat.
so
Oh, no, I'm doing that so I just don't.
there
I
was
don't
this
leak my
awkward-
DMs.
There was this really awkward moment between my friend and his girlfriend. We were sitting on the couch all together
Oh
watching.
no.
Like
And
awkward as
my
in
friend,
like
my friend
progressive?
and his girlfriend gets really like flirty and like you know, what's it called? The sexual stuff happens.
Hmm.
Intense.
And like, this has happened. I've heard this story from multiple friends, and I've heard this story from I think Rooster Teeth made like a story of this too. But this happened. But this has happened.
Oh my god, your face is so big on my stream. Alright,
It's not popped up for me
I
yet.
don't see
Yeah,
it.
it's not
Alright,
popped up on it.
so here's the face scar, and I'll put the other one after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aw.
and then
Oh
here's
my
the
God.
knee one. Oh, fucking Jesus, that's huge. Come on, I can do this, I swear. Right here it is.
No, you can't.
I think it's sideways. Oh, fuck, man, there it is. There it is for everyone's enjoyment.
I don't know if you can see it, but like half of my skin is like missing.
Ooh.
dude, so many scars. You're basically Mitchell.
I woke up to Joe. With a revolver. He's like, "RJ, wait!" I'm like,
I give you permission to die.
"Die."
You fucked up my knee.
It's not a
You
revolver.
can
It's not a
say
revolver.
face.
And it's not a revolver. It's his BB gun.
You fucked up my face.
So my friend and I and his girlfriend were all sitting on the couch. I was petting this cute little Labrador. When this was happening, he was just a puppy. Now, like, I can't pick him up or I'll break my arms. So I'm like petting him. I think we were watching like Happy Gilmore or something. This Adam Sandler movie.
Something dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, something stupid and dumb. It was just one of those movies where like, let's watch a movie, but we're just gonna fuck during the movie. I'm like,
Oh.
guys, you know I'm here, right? Please don't fuck in front of me. Listen. I swear to God, to this day, it's the most funniest shit I've ever heard, and it's the most funniest thing I can make fun of my friend. So this girl's like, I want you to see something dirty to me. Alright?
Oh.
Dirt!
How old were you?
And
So I could be properly creeped out. How old were you?
I was 16.
Oh, that's worse.
We were all 16, and like these two are just like so fucking horny together. Thank God they mellowed with age. So she walks up, she's like whispers in his ear. It's like, I want you to do something dirty to me, and he's like, so. I'm going to say this, and this is obviously said another way. And he says, you probably heard this, but I've heard it first. He says, I want you to put, fuck, what'd he say? I want you to put your dick in my mouth. And I'm like, dude.
What?
Hey.
Wait, he says that to her?
Yeah, he's like, I want to put my dick in your mouth. I'm like, dude, did you know what you just said? I said that out loud. Like, he thought I didn't hear. I'm like, what? What'd I say? I'm like, dude, you damn know what you said. And she's like, no, seriously, what did he say? And I'm like, he's like, I want to see your dick in my mouth. And I'm like on the floor laughing. And he's like blushing, like his whole body's just ready. He runs out of the room, and I'm crying, laughing on the floor. And she's just like sitting there silent, like, Raymond, shut up, it's not that funny, it's really embarrassing. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna say this until you guys get married. I said this to the school last week, actually. I'm like, dude, if or when you guys get married, because like they're in a really serious relationship, but I don't know, like high school relationships like never last. So, so like if he's like, if you guys ever get married, you know I'm gonna bring up this story, right?
Oh no!
Dude, he's like, dude, you are not my best man if you do this. I'm like, alright, I won't, but be prepared. Oh man, I wish like.
Oh, so okay, I have a quick question for you.
Me?
Yes. Okay,
go on.
2 things. 1, you must really like Rooster Teeth, and you are really good at improv.
Improv, no, storytelling. If these all happen, it's just he's good at storytelling.
Okay, I'm just gonna send you a message. This stays between us. All right. Okay.
I wanna know. I wanna
Wow,
know.
thanks for telling us all, just so you can exclude us.
The thanks.
The fuck is this drama?
What the fuck?
Let's get right into the news.
Let's get it on. Okay, next story.
Ange.
I'll go. I remember when I was in middle school. I'm gonna change the names of the people involved just for. There's really no reason, but I like making funny names up.
Penis.
So. All right. So.
Captain Penis.
All right. Ezekiel and Deshaun. There we go.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Wow,
Steven Tyler is
Great
not
A
too-
names.
All right. So, my friend Ezekiel. Yeah, that's definitely his real name. When we were in middle school, he used to get bullied by this kid, like all the time, and he was like brutally bullied by this kid. Like this kid tormented him.
Oh,
Like, it was like really bad.
Jesus.
It was to the point where he like cried all the time. So at one point, my friend Deshaun, yeah, that's his real name.
I
Mm-hmm.
know somebody named Sean.
Well, it's a real name, but that's not his
Uh-huh.
name. It's just a fake name. It's a pseudonym.
You just blew it. You just blew your cover. You said it was a real name. You said it was a fake name. Make your mind up, boy.
But Deshaun, fuck it. Their name's Paul and Darius. It's gonna make it easier.
Wow.
That was a facade that didn't hold up for long.
So Paul got bullied brutally to the point where Darius fucking went up to this kid one day, and as he was like fucking like bullying Paul, we're both going up to him. He's like, "We gotta stop it," and Darius just goes up to him silently. Now I'm gonna say this in advance because it's kind of important. Darius used to always wear, and I think he still does. I haven't talked to him since middle school, but he always used to wear this like giant shark tooth necklace. All right.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
Crocodile jacket.
So no, no, he's not you, Cam Dog.
Oh,
So anyway, he wore this giant shark tooth necklace. He walks straight up to the dude without saying a word while he's like tormenting him. Walks straight up to him, takes off his necklace, wraps it around his hand, immediately just punches him in the side of the temple. Just the shark tooth gets like stuck in his head.
Oh.
He's like on the ground like ah. Paul just fucking books it. He does not want to be part of that. Darius like goes up to him and he's surprisingly calm. Like now that I think about it, it's actually scary how calm he was. I think he was like a sociopath. He fucking goes right up over him, fucking doesn't say a word. The shark tooth necklace still stuck in his like fucking temple, grabs it by the string, pulls it out, walks away.
He's
Dude's just sitting there screaming, oh my god, oh my fucking
You're like, shut up.
Shut
No,
up.
I
No,
have to-
this was outside of school. This was like at a park after school, and Darius
I've
never
been
got in
there.
trouble for it. But that kid stopped fucking tormenting Paul.
Oh yeah, because he
Wow.
only had one temple
But-
left.
That shark tooth necklace. This happened when I was like in 6th grade. By the time I got to 8th grade, it was still stained red.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so
Ooh.
he was crazy because it was.
He either didn't wash it or it just stained or it's soaked in
Yeah, 'cause
Either-
he
It either stained or he just let it happen. He just.
I
let
feel
it
like it's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay, I want to take a moment. Okay, I just want to give a round of applause for RJ here because he is my first and only subscriber.
Really?
He's supporting me, and I really appreciate it. Let's have a clap for RJ here because he's. Thank you for supporting me, so I can continue to do streaming and so I can further do shit and live.
Ooh, Crimson Monison. I had similar kinds of friends. You had sociopathic friends as well.
with Tiger Tooth or whatever. That's fucking brilliant.
I had a sociopath, but he wasn't my friend. What was like the first thing that ever made you cry in a video game? By the way.
I threw a controller and it came back at me.
What?
I
But
think
like-
he means the
Not
content.
like from rage, from like something sad, and
Oh.
you're like connected with this
Oh,
person.
I remember,
and, like,
I remember.
something
Oh,
terrible
I
happens
know
in the
exactly.
game.
Okay, can I start? Can I go first?
Mm.
Okay, this is a big spoiler for a game that we already have all played.
Which
What's
is?
the game called?
Hunt on the Freeman.
Half-Life.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. The very end, where we're like, oh, we're gonna win. I was like, oh wow, I finally did it. I sent Lamar into space. Screw that head crab. We're like, okay, cool. Whew, we're relaxing now. All of a sudden, like, we get to the thing where the car is,
Warning.
and then
I think it was a helicopter.
Half-Life 2, warning, Half-Life 2 episode 2 spoilers. If
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
haven't,
The spoilers, the
don't
spoilers, the
have
spoilers.
it. Yeah,
spoiler warning.
Put spoiler warning on the
PG.
stream. All right, let me just
Okay.
fucking.
Okay. Okay.
If you haven't played Half-Life 2 episode 2, which I don't know why, because that game is really old.
And we're talking about the sequel to it, so why are you here?
Sequel to it, so like why are you here?
Prequel, actually.
I spelled spoiler wrong. Wait, did I? Oh fuck! I'm fucking up my stream. I fucked up my stream. Shit.
Cam dog. Good job.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
I get claps too. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I don't know why, but Twitch says I'm a subscriber too. So for me, it's part of myself.
Oh, Josh followed you. Nice.
Yeah, he did. Good, Josh. But anyway,
Start
what
your
we...
free trial and subscribe.
Oh, by the way, once I hit at the very least 3 subscribers, I'm gonna start doing subscriber giveaways.
Ooh, okay.
What the fuck? I didn't get anything. I didn't subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I want my I'm his first subscriber, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay,
it.
can I continue?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. To the point where you walk into that, what do you call it, a barn or a garage?
Yeah, it was a garage. It was like a hangar. Yeah, actually, yeah.
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 So you
Yeah.
walk in there, and all of a sudden that thing bursts through and like picks everybody up,
The
slams
advisor?
them against the
Yeah.
wall.
Advisor, yeah.
Yeah, those advisor assholes. Yeah.
Hey, wait, I have a question before he continues the story. Why is there no advisors in Half-Life?
Shut up! I don't know.
It's a Combine too. I'm just saying. Okay.
You'd think Frank would find a way to fuck that up too, huh?
Alright, continue.
Okay. So that whole scene happens.
Yeah.
Then, okay, I'm like, oh no, 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 and okay, all while I'm eating, an entire, okay,
Choking on food.
no, I'm spitting up Skittles, cause I had, okay, no, hold on, I have to explain this. Basically, okay, cause I had at the time what is this called? It's called a protein shake jug filled with Skittles.
The fuck? The fuck, dude?
It's amazing. Okay, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my
I'm eating
God.
away. All of a sudden, I'm like, no! Oh! Okay, then her dad gets picked up, and I'm like, no, first his leg, now this. And then it's like, oh no, and then he dies. And I'm like, no!
And
then
Half-Life 3 will never
I
come
gotta
out.
say,
It will never
I
know
don't-
what happened.
that ending where fucking Alex is on the ground crying
Yes,
is
and
the
then you
best
hear it
voice.
in-
It's the best voice acting in all of Half-Life.
and then you
it's-
hear it in the credits. That's the
Yeah.
hardest part.
Yeah, no, it's like the best voice acting in the entire game. Because let's be honest, the voice acting for Half-Life isn't phenomenal. It's okay.
Not as good as Hunt Down the Freeman's janitor.
It's
Yeah.
the best. Hey, let's just say it's the best for a Valve game. Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Other
to
than the
Portal.
Portal
Next to Portal.
game has very good
There
voice
is
acting.
actually, if you play, and I played the developer commentary mode on all Half-Lives, the voice actor of Alex actually said when she got the script, she actually almost started crying when she was reading it.
Oh, but
Oh,
bitch.
so
Like,
that's probably why it's so
she just
good.
said, look, and she just said in like the commentary, look, if I'm gonna cry, I might as well cry when I'm talking, when I'm voice acting. So like those tears
Real.
are real. Like
Oh,
that
damn.
is actual crying over Eli Vance.
Mm-hmm.
God
father.
rest his soul. He will be remembered as always as the resistant leader. Anyways, my first time crying out of a video game was
Kev.
Ever. I think I was born.
Life is Strange. Was Life is Strange.
Oh,
I
man.
cried multiple times throughout
And
that.
I-
fucking-
All right. Let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it though.
Okay.
But
Okay,
continue.
There is a point in the game where you have to say goodbye to someone for the last time,
Is
or
it the roof?
or like it's like this is like final episode, final scene.
Pause. If you haven't played the game and you plan on playing it, he's about to spoil it, so just get out.
Just get out. Wow. Okay. Don't spoil it. Just tell us how you felt. Just tell us how you
Okay.
felt.
I felt because this actually, well, I wanted to say this actually happened to me because now I don't have time travel powers.
Are you sure?
I wish. I really do because I really want to change things in my life.
You want to kill that kid?
So, oh boy, no, I'm not a killer. So
Not now, anyway.
Are we gonna let him speak?
I had a friend that me and her did every single thing together. We basically grew up as we were born in the same month. We've gone to the same school since I don't know when we stopped going to school. I think like high school. I'm pretty sure high school. And she had to move away, and I was utterly destroyed by that because like she was like the only real friend I ever had, and I wasn't like ready to say goodbye to her, but she had to go, and there was no way of stopping her. And Max and Chloe's relationship is as close as me and hers. So when that particular scene happened, and that one choice that just restarts everything,
Mm-hmm.
I sat there crying my damn eyes out because all I could think is just my friend. All I could think is just my friend and the relationship I had with her. And I just connected myself with Max, and we're just both, like, me and Max are just both on the ground crying our eyes out.
Dude, that fucking game made me cry multiple times. throughout the
Dude,
game.
I played it when I was on
Sad game.
holiday. My mother was
It was
going to
such a
these
sad game.
awards, and like,
Is it
it was bad.
sad that I never cried for a video game?
Get out. Get out.
Also, I'm a heartless piece.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait.
Crimson Malone just subscribed! Yay! Let's give a clap! Oh my god!
Twitch Prime.
Okay. Thank you, Shane. Thank you.
Hey,
Shane.
you subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank
what
you
is
very
your request?
much.
What is your request?
Oh, do you have any requests? Since you are a subscriber now, anything?
Wait. I can actually. Ooh.
I just never really
Oh.
Hey, just what the fuck?
I had
What the fuck?
I forgot.
Hey, now I have to do a giveaway because I have to fuck you guys. Thanks a lot. Oh my god,
I forgot
my
about the Twitch Prime.
my jaw hurts from smiling. Oh Jesus. Oh
Okay.
Jesus
I'm a
Christ.
heartless person.
Okay.
I don't cry.
Can I say one?
Go ahead.
Last of Us.
Oh, that
I haven't played it. I haven't
Last
played
of
it.
Us.
I know how it ends though, so it's not really spoiling it.
you know, oh my
You should start
god. You guys now have the subscriber role on, well, you will in a minute, on my server, on this one, so you guys get
How much
the,
is it to subscribe?
I think it's free if you have Twitch
It's
Prime.
$4.99, and if you have Twitch Prime, you get one free subscription a month.
Yeah.
I don't use Twitch
Oh,
that often, so
by the way,
If you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
Is
Okay.
oh, by the way, don't feel obligated to do so, but there's this whole meme on my channel where if you subscribe for a year, I will literally send you a t-shirt that says, I subbed for a year and all I got was this shit. Like, so.
Okay.
If I eventually do that, I want the fucking.
Nah, I
Let's do
promise
that
you, I
now.
get you the
I'm
fucking
doing that
shit.
now, and I want that shirt. I'm doing that now.
No, oh fuck, no, this is horrible. Oh, this is so horrible.
Paid subscription. Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so continue what you were saying about the first game you cried to.
oh my god.
I never did cry. to a
Oakley
game.
never cried to a game. Well, it's kind of obvious because you worked on Hunt Down the Freeman. Everyone,
Yeah, you would have cried during the whole. You would have cried afterwards.
everyone is mine. Yeah, like as soon as like Hunt Down the Freeman, your work, everything you worked for, throw it to the drain, Oakley. How do you feel?
I fucking cried. Okay,
Yeah.
fair. I
There you
fucking
go.
cried when Hunt on the Freeman dropped.
Ah,
I remember that. You wanted your name off the thing and everything.
Oh no, I cried when I was in the middle of the damn ocean and Hunt Down the Freeman was open.
Was open?
No, when it came out.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I was in the middle of the ocean, had no internet access. I'm like, I'm missing the game.
Actually, I
Oh
think
my
it.
you
God.
didn't miss
And then
much,
people
are
buddy,
like-
buddy. You didn't miss much, Zach.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
Doug, do you
plus,
remember-
I did have a
do you-
buffet, so ha.
Alright. Cam Doug, do you remember what I told you I skipped out on to start to play the game?
Ange had some lovely. Yeah. Yeah, he missed out on having a.
Tyler McVickers thing too.
Yeah, Tyler McVicker,
Yeah.
he said that on stream. I was about to fuck my girlfriend.
His girlfriend tweeted to Birkin, "Thanks, Frank. I shaved for nothing."
Oh.
Hey, oh, you wanna know what's sad now?
What?
Huh.
I can't even hide my name anymore because people are like, oh, Oakley, don't show your last name. I'm like, my name's on the fucking game. I can't.
Yeah, I know. It's too late.
Like, everything is. It's actually. You wanna know what's funny? It's my full name.
Yeah, it is. Even your middle name, right?
Yeah.
Oakley Cockenstein, right?
Oakley.
But
So, has anyone, how many of you played Half-Life mods or Half-Life 2 mods?
A few.
Oh, well, me. Well, me.
Mind.
I played
There
Gordon
is
Freak.
one where you must always play, and this isn't a meme, this is a shit post, but you
Is
must
it the
always play if you're
Half-Life?
going to get into Half-Life modding. You must play Underhell.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
I haven't played it.
I streamed that. I streamed the whole thing. You can watch it if you want.
Underhell is a great mod. It puts you through, in my opinion, it put me through a roller coaster of feelings.
Yeah.
It put me through hatred. It put me through hatred, betrayal, fear, sadness, and like it put me through a lot.
Hmm.
And it was such a great mod, and like MX MX is such a great developer. He also made the short horror mod, Nightmare House 2, that is basically a prequel to Underhell and Camdog. And I told Camdog this, and he was pretty excited about that because Nightmare House 2 is a prequel to Underhell.
Yeah. Technically, it is. Yeah.
Crimson Malonis said, "I don't think I cried at a video game. That's lame." Let
I
me
mean,
tell you-
sometimes it's
Yeah,
like it
I
is hard to
understand, I
connect with
understand.
people through a screen for some specific people. It is hard to do, but for others, we're soft fuckers, you know. Like we just melt, you know.
All I want to do is.
Yeah, but for some, like, there's some say, I don't know, for Fallout, the beginning of Fallout 4.
Oh, that made
That-
me.
the beginning didn't get me.
Oh, really?
The gunshot made my heart drop a little bit. Like seeing my wife get
I mean,
shot right in the chest.
Yeah, no, it got me, but it didn't like.
And
It
get
almost
me, you know?
permanently
make me
damaged the
cry. I just
characters.
felt depressed.
You want to know what did get me?
I did
That's
feel-
not what got me. Get it when the wife gets shot. That's not what gets me. In Fallout, it's when you get out of the vault and you can walk around and you find a holotape and it's a message from your wife.
Yes.
That's what got me. I'm like, no.
No, because like in Fallout 3, you go out, Fallout 3, you go search for your dad. In Fallout New Vegas, you get shot in the head, and you need to find out who shot you in the head. Fallout 4, you're just a normal guy.
You're not the one who got shot in the head.
You're not a normal guy. You're an ex-military.
You're just an ex-military guy.
Unless you choose the woman, then you're just some random woman.
Well,
Wow,
actually, no,
military
because
family.
the woman actually has a
Military credentials due to family.
Oh, was she?
She
Yes.
was actually she worked as well. I forgot what she worked as. but she was important.
Secretary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
shit.
But
in my opinion, New Vegas is the best Fallout.
okay.
It
anyways,
is, without a doubt.
continuing. So
can I
like
say really quick?
I felt nothing about Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Like I was a bit sad
Mhm.
with Fallout 3. I was not sad with New Vegas at all. I was like, okay, it's this game, but like it felt good getting to Benny and like, well,
Oh, no.
well, who do you think? I think you missed.
Oh no, I
Yes,
think I'm about to get
why?
another sub.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
Why are you saying, oh no?
No, because it's like I feel like a terrible person. Like
He doesn't
You are
appreciate any of your subscribes.
no, I do. That's the thing. I feel so fucking bad.
If you have Twitch Prime, go sub to someone else because Camdog doesn't appreciate it.
Oh wow! Way to sabotage my fucking career in
It's
streaming.
okay. He doesn't understand Twitch Prime because he lives in Australia.
Oh,
They don't have
right.
Amazon.
Oh, it's
They don't
free.
have Amazon.
Oh, it's free. Oh.
You didn't know that?
Well, thank you anyway. That
We get one. When you have Twitch Prime, you get one free subscription a month.
That's thank you guys. Seriously though,
Okay.
like fucking thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Not you, Oakley.
Can I?
Fuck.
Okay. Can I say something about the
Continue.
holotape thing?
Continue, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was kind of like, kind of wanted to rush into it, wanted to start, and wanted to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to get to Diamond City as fast as I can. I collect basically everything that was not nailed down.
Thank you, Shane.
And I was like, okay. Then I just kept going. All of a sudden, I was doing through the dialogue stuff. And then I was going through my inventory, clearing out stuff, and I looked at the holotape. I'm like, what's this? And then this wave of emotion of like, oh snap, where's my son? It's like, and I'm like, my wife, she's still down there. And then, so then I immediately dropped what I was doing, went back to her. I then went up to her, and I was like, oh. And then at that point, I was streaming this with Shane, who is currently watching this. He will remember this.
He also subbed. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate it.
No, that's the first guy who subbed.
Yeah.
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 The-
Crimson
yes.
Malone is Shane. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So then I went up to her and I'm like, oh, he's like, hey, check if there's a wedding ring. So then I searched her body and I got her wedding ring and I'm like, I will keep this forever, and I still have it too.
I
Yeah, I still have both of them as well.
sold mine.
Oh, I accidentally sold mine.
You
You're a monster.
You are this monster.
You probably didn't even get anything for it.
I got 100 caps.
That's it?
That's
Yeah.
nothing. You can get free
I
caps
was
if
emptying
you
my
know how to-
inventory, and then like it said Nora's ring, and I was like, what was this? And I got
Who
rid
the
of it,
fuck's
and, like,
Nora?
And I, like 2 hours later, I'm like, oh fuck, that was my wife's ring.
And I made her.
Just spawn it back in. There you go.
No, it's not the
It's
same.
not the same. That's not the point.
No, you have to find the guy and buy it back.
No, I don't even know where he is, and I haven't touched Fallout 4 in a while. Anyways,
I think Fallout 4 has the best. Fallout 4
speaking
has the
of
best story.
Fallout, speaking of Fallout, rest in peace for Fallout 3, Fallout 4's Fallout 3.
What?
What do you
Oh yeah, that's right. The mod. Aww.
So Fallout 3 was supposed to be remade, not by the official developers. A group of like a community team wanted to remake the entirety of Fallout 3 into Fallout 4.
To Fallout 4. It's basically what Black Mesa was.
Or no, what the Tale of Two Wastelands mod was.
No, not Tale of Two Wastelands.
No,
not
no,
Tale
no,
of Two
no,
Wastelands.
like you know how what Anne shed.
You know how
it was you
Black
know how
Mesa
Half-Life
was-
and Black Mesa was like Black Mesa got Black Mesa
Black
the
Ma-
remake of Half-Life 1.
In Half-Life 2's engine.
Yeah.
They were
They were
remaking
basically-
Fallout 3 in Fallout
and Fallout
4's
4's
engine.
Mm.
But it got canceled due to legal reasons.
Legal reasons.
Well, no, they didn't. It wasn't Bethesda. They said there was a legal issue because they wanted to use the voices, like the famous recognizable voices. You know, like Three Dog or or
Three dog. Ow.
you know, and all the famous voice. There's a few famous voice actors in the game, like the one who played your father. I forget his name. It slips
Liam
slipping my mind.
Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. They wanted to use that. Bethesda's like, you can do it, but you can try to, but there's going to be a lot of legal issues with that. And
Yeah.
like they were giving them the go ahead. They just said there would be a lot of legal issues, and they said, well, we want to do it, but the only way they figured that it seems like the only way they could do it was to redo all the voice lines.
Oh.
And they didn't want to redo that because they were really well cast. Like Three Dog is like stupidly famous for his voice,
Right.
and they didn't want to redo that. So they're like, you know what? If we can't do it with the voices, even the same game, which I can't understand. If the radio changes, is it the same? Is it really?
Yeah, they did that to San Andreas. That was so shit. Like, there was an update, and like it like made it enhanced graphics and shit like that. And they got rid of all the stations, and I was cruising in the country waiting for like my songs to come on, but they never did, and it changes the atmosphere a
GTA
bit.
San Andreas.
Yeah, GTA San Andreas. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a thing. Well, I can explain that because I bought it on the App Store. By the way, the iPhone port, it's such a fucking good port. It's
I know, right?
surprisingly a good port.
It's funny. It's better than the PC version.
It is, but the only issue is they lost some of the licensing for the songs.
Yeah, that's what I
Instead of,
mean.
you know,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
mean.
they lost some of the licensing, so it feels a little off because some of the songs are missing. Not all of them. Enough that it's...
New Vegas is supposed to get the same treatment, but I think it's in the same situation as
where they don't want to redo. Well, the thing is, New Vegas didn't really have any like famous, recognizable voices, so that might be more.
Yeah, true.
Like you can like, if you redid Three Dog, it would feel like a whole different game. But you redo what Mr. New Vegas or whatever his name was, no one will fucking care.
I never really paid attention to Mr. New Vegas.
Yeah, no, I will say after Fallout 3, none of the radio hosts can compare to Three Dog.
True.
How about what is it? What's his name?
The one in Fallout 4, the one that's nervous all the time, fuck that.
Oh yeah.
What's with that guy? But there is a mission that you can do
that makes him more confident.
Yes, but it basically replaces him.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Fallout 3 and killed Three Dog?
No. I
tried it once. They replaced him with this woman, and she just doesn't have the same charisma.
Oh.
She does.
I think I killed.
Once in a while. But once in a while, you get these weird numbers. You get, like,
Number station.
You turn it. It turns into the number station, and if you code these numbers.
Oh, thanks,
they're
dude. Thanks, dude, for the bits. Cheers, man.
They're like very disturbing, like things.
That was actually a creepypasta. Then I think the number station exists, but the dates are fake.
Right. Yeah.
Most likely.
Because not most likely, because some of the dates passed already.
Yes.
True.
It was like they said the story was, oh, it predicted previous dates of famous like deaths or disasters, and it's like the next date that's coming up, the death of Queen Elizabeth, and it's like, oh, but that date passed and Queen Elizabeth is still alive.
Thanks, Varix, by the way. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cheered me some
It was
bits.
just a creepypasta based on something that may or may.
I never heard the number station. I'm
not sure if it's real or not. I think it might just be a creepypasta. It might be real, but I don't think it might just be random numbers. It might not be. There might be no reason.
That's the fun thing about number stations. Only the people that are told on what the numbers mean are able to decode it. No one else is able to decode it.
They used to use number stations during Cold War in Vietnam.
Hey, Oakley, Varric says hi.
Who?
He's from the Hunt Down the Freeman Discord.
Oh, hi.
Alright, now let me tell you about the first game that ever made me cry.
But, okay.
Wait, what were you saying, Oakley? Say what you gotta say first.
No, let's continue.
So, continuing on the number station thing, there's actually still some, if depending on what time of year and how good you are with CBs, you can still pick up, like a long-range CB, you can pick up a number station.
Yeah, and we're not supposed to know what the numbers are.
Hey,
There's
Ari.
code for something.
Exactly. Okay,
Yeah, that's crazy to me. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna tell you the first game that made me cry, and then the first game that actually made me cry for a legitimate reason.
Okay.
Okay.
The fir- Let me tell you, before I tell you the first game that actually made me cry, let me tell you about the first game that made me cry for a legitimate reason.
Mm-hmm.
It was Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was.
Never played
But
it.
it wasn't the famous scene. Have you all played it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of us have.
I haven't played the first part, but I don't see myself playing it.
All right. Well, I'm about to drop some spoilers.
I mean.
I'm telling for everybody. I'm about to drop some spoilers, so if you don't want to hear it, just you know what to do. Go away
I
for a
know
second.
what to do. Put a big spoiler warning on it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. How I'm gonna do this is that there's going to be an image of Eli Vance. When it disappears, the spoiler is over. Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
Not that photo.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The first.
Spoiler now.
the part of the game.
Spoiler. No. Sorry.
The part of the game that made everyone cry, and it made me cry too, but it's not the first time I cried during the game, was when Lee dies and Clementine has to make a choice of whether or not to kill him or let him turn into a zombie.
Right.
Right? That was the part that made everyone cry. It made me cry
true.
too, but it wasn't the first time I cried. The first time I cried was when Kenny when they find out that
No. No. Don't
Kenny's
do this
son.
way. No.
his son got bit, and you had to put him down.
Oh yeah.
When you had to shoot him, it was when you had to shoot Kenny's son, and Kenny was crying, and his wife was crying, and it was really bad. But it makes it worse because you originally weren't supposed to put him down. It was supposed to be him and his parents were supposed to go put him down
I'm
quietly,
gonna add something.
and then his wife shot him.
Is the spoiler over?
My wife shot herself.
Not yet.
No, it's actually not because I want to add something else. I don't know, like when I was playing it, even when I replay it, I still get like it still hits me hard.
Yeah,
He says like shit.
that game
so,
hits me
like,
hard.
So I was sitting there with my friend, and me and him were like thinking, okay, what's the most thing that made me cry the most? And I'm gonna have to say shooting Lee, because you make him you're Lee.
You're Lee.
You did something horrible that got you arrested, and you end up in this zombie apocalypse happens, and this is your second chance of life. You become this leader. You make a family out of this group.
Yeah, father.
Terrible shit.
Everyone dies.
And you basically became a father to Clementine, whose parents are dead.
And
So-
still trying to eat her.
And like are still it's you and her against this whole messed up world. And at that part when you're bit, when Lee was bit, I already started crying because I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead.
I
and
didn't
know
cry
what hap-
then.
And I know what happens when you get bit. So I was like,
They gave us that false sense of hope when they cut out when you had the choice.
yeah, that like I don't know.
It was like a
just
false sense of hope. I was thinking, oh, are we gonna do it? But no, it didn't work.
Just like in
did it too
Walking
late.
Dead, in like the show Walking Dead, there was a scene where someone got bit, they lost a limb.
Herschel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
lost
he
a-
was fine.
and it was fine. That's what I immediately thought. Like, okay, it's fine. But I realized the bite.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, wait. Enough with the spoilers. I just want to say thank you to Ari for subscribing. You're a fucking legend. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, but no, that game hit me.
All right,
The
spoilers.
second one-
Okay, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so, just sitting there and just like looking at Lee, his skin color completely
Oh my god, he was so pale.
reduced to pale, his eyes bloodshot and yellow, and you have the choice. Like, I sat there.
Thanks for the cheer, buddy.
I sat there, and this was when Walking Dead was just season 1. I didn't think there was ever going to be a season 2. So I sat there, and I closed my eyes. I pressed the button on the shoot Lee. I quietly said to myself, "I love you, Clementine," and I shot Lee, and I just dropped my controller, fell over, curled myself in a ball, and just cried my eyes out as the credits rolled.
Yeah. And
Thank
and
you
that
for
was the
following,
first time they
buddy.
had a song. That was the first time they had a song in the credits.
Yeah, that was the first time.
The,
Like
the second game and the third game
series-
have songs in the credits, but the series were songs in the credits. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, this doesn't help.
Oh my god, it was Telltale knows, man. It knows.
They know how to fucking make a good game. The second game was really fucking good too.
All right.
It didn't hit me as emotionally. I'm not gonna spoil this.
Okay. No more spoilers. Spoilers are over.
Spoilers are over.
Okay. All right. By the way,
Alright.
question: since Ari did follow me, can he jump into the podcast? I mean, he subscribed. I feel like.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't it matter? Fuck!
At this point, it doesn't. No, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
You have
We're
to
too
far- follow
far-
the rules of podcast law.
Fuck.
We're too far. We're too far in, anyways. As well.
Oh, that's true. We are an hour and a half in. It might end soon, actually.
Alright.
Oh
That was
shit.
that was the first legitimate reason I cried for a
You
game.
know, the first time.
You want to hear the first reason I cried for a game?
Okay, yeah, go on.
The
This better
real
not be a
first
spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler. I can't spoil it. In fact, you're gonna think I'm retarded.
Okay.
Well,
The real first time I cried for a game, and I'm not gonna tell you what the game is until the end because I feel like it hits better. I'm playing a game, and in this game, you have the option to
can we guess?
no,
Let him say it first. I'll try to figure it out myself.
Try to figure it out in your head, and then I'll give you a chance to
Okay.
guess at the end.
If I guess, I'll know what it is.
Or we'll
Okay.
put it in general. We'll
You
type
have
in
you
general.
have a chance. You have the option to train this dog, bring this dog on the adventure with you, do everything you need to do with this dog. This dog will fight alongside you. This dog will be your companion, your friend through thick and thin. Will follow you wherever you go. Again, will fight beside you.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Anyway, I was fighting, and when the dog dies,
Haha.
it dies permanently.
Oh,
It
I
dies
know.
permanently. Shut up. And it dies permanently when it dies in the game.
Okay.
So I'm fighting, and I'm on my last little niche of health, and I'm about to die. And all I see is this dog jump forward, and it starts attacking the thing, and the dog dies in front of me.
No.
But he kills the thing in the process, and and it was like an explosion, and everything's dead, and I'm just like, no! I'm the only thing that survived. I'm just like, no! I was like and I was crying, and I was so upset, and I was like, I don't know, 11, 12, and I was just so goddamn upset. I've never been so upset. I had to quit the game, and just like, I went to my room and cried for a bit because I couldn't get the dog back.
Oh.
Which game do you think I was playing?
Fallout 3.
Skyrim.
Fallout 1.
I was playing Minecraft. The thing that it was attacking was a creeper.
Uh-huh.
The thing I was attacking was a creeper.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Dude,
I like
I was like 11.
you lie. You lie because dogs never attacked creepers ever.
Did they not?
No.
I modified the game to shit. Like constantly.
You son of a bitch. I thought it was Fallout 3.
You thought it was Fallout 3? No, the dog can't die in Fallout 3.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, he can, but he comes
Yes,
back
he
as a
can.
puppy.
Aww.
So you just go back to the junkyard.
Shit, but no, I was I was fighting. I was fucking. I used to modify the shit out of the game, but no, I'm dead serious. Like he was fucking fighting a creeper, and then like he just died.
No,
But
I
you
was
were
so
fighting
upset.
a creeper. He was in the way.
I was fighting a creeper, and I guess maybe he didn't want to go to fight him, and maybe he just got in the way. Now that I
There
think
you
about it.
There you go. Yeah.
In Fallout 1, when you meet dog meat, at least I think it's Fallout 1, it's either Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. You meet dog meat for the first time. That's why I thought this was gonna be Fallout 1 or 2, because once he dies, he dies.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know dog meat could die in the game.
Not in
See,
Fallout
and
3.
I
Not
thought
in-
you were talking about Skyrim.
No.
In
Because
Fallout
there's
1
a
or
dog
2.
that you can meet at a certain house that like the owner died at some point, and you meet them. You meet the dog, and you bring it back to your house.
Screw you, I
But-
am a
Yeah, but no, I genuinely cried when my dog died in Minecraft.
Man, boy, you had me.
His name was Cujo, and in my original in my original world, there is still a goddamn gravestone next to my house that I built.
How
Oh.
many
It
gravestones
kind of
have we
reminds me
built
of
in
Minecraft
Minecraft?
Story Mode a little bit. Anyone remembers
Who,
that?
who fucking
I
played
haven't played
Minecraft
Minecraft
Story
Story
Mode?
Nobody
We're
has
the
played
scrubs.
that.
I almost have
It
late
wasn't
views.
I've
You know what?
played
It was a
Minecraft Story
Telltale
Mode.
game, so it's probably not terrible.
Yeah, I've played Minecraft Story Mode, and surprisingly enough, Telltale had made Minecraft likable.
Minecraft is fucking likable.
It's a bit
It's oversaturated now. It's
childish.
oversaturated.
I could see where Telltale was going. It was a bit more childish, but the last episode, oh my god, it made me cry over a fucking pig.
Oh.
I've been sitting here playing
Oh,
Plants vs
how about-
Zombies Garden Warfare the whole time.
Okay,
What the
wait.
fuck?
Okay, here's a question. How about a show or an anime that just made you
I don't
Or
fucking
like-
watch
Okay,
it.
show.
oh
Alright.
shit? You're like,
Um,
oh, and then you start crying.
Again, I'm a heartless person, so
Let me think. Show.
Yeah, true. You made Hunt down the frame. Man.
I know the show. I know the show. I know it first.
Walking
Yeah,
Dead and Game of Thrones.
Oh. I'm gonna say this right now.
Walking
Game of
Dead.
Thrones
Wait,
is
okay.
fucking ruthless,
And the
man.
the anime has to be, you're gonna hate me for this. I don't know if you heard this, but Rosara and a Vampire,
Rosary Vampire.
Rosary Vampire.
Yes, yes, that was sad.
There was a scene in that made me like start tearing up.
No, I know exactly what scene you're referring to. I know that. It's just-
Does it involve a certain scene where like a certain character gets slapped across the face?
Yes.
Yep. In a chair in a dark room.
Yes.
Trying to tell the truth, and she doesn't want to hear it, and she's just like,
She's like,
right
no.
across the face. I'm like, you guys are like friends. What's happening? that was my first ever anime, and it did a 180 on me, and I almost started crying.
Okay,
Walking Dead.
I was.
Oh
Okay,
no. Beginning
hey,
of season
look at the
7.
flowers. Look at the flowers.
Oh my god.
Beginning of season 7. Certain character dies from a certain bat. I cried.
Ah.
So hard.
I didn't. I read the comic. I knew it was.
I know it was coming too, but they fucked us. I thought they were just gonna go for this character, but he did a 182, and he just turned around and popped him on his head, and I just screamed.
That being
my
said,
God.
I haven't
What
watched
about the
Walking
recent
Dead since
season?
then. I haven't seen it since then.
I haven't seen the recent season. Actually, could somebody send me a link to that? Because I'm really far behind, like recent season wise.
okay, well,
The
someone
last
else
episode
died.
I saw was the episode where what's his name got smacked in the head multiple times.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say someone else dies.
It's okay. I expect someone else to die. It's the fucking Walking Dead.
Okay,
Yes.
it's someone
Don't
very
don't
close.
don't tell me. I haven't seen it. Don't.
I'm just saying it's someone very close.
Don't tell us.
No.
Because while the game it is
Daryl.
based on the probably
no.
while it is based off the comic book, they do change things.
Oh, it's completely
So, like,
different. Like, there's this one character.
I've read the comic book. There are some characters who have never been in the comic, who have never been in the show.
Like,
There are
yeah.
some characters in the show who have never been in the comic book. Goddamn, Abraham was introduced in an entirely different part of the goddamn show.
Yeah.
And killed off quicker.
And killed off in a different part of the show.
Spoiler!
Passed away.
Fucking guys, you're bad at this. He's talking about the
Also-
president, by the way.
Yes. By the way, I
Yeah,
sent
look,
you a
yeah,
new spoiler warning.
Yeah, I've got it.
Photo.
I've got it, and I'm sorry for screaming. Just gonna make that very clear. Okay, well, we're gonna. By the way, I'm just letting everyone know we're gonna end the what's it called stream shortly. And after it ends, if this goes for everyone, there will what's it called there will be a Google form where everyone has to rush and put their names in
Okay.
in order to get onto the next stream. The
Where are you putting it?
I'm
Yeah.
going to put it in general. All right.
Everybody's getting ready for general.
All right.
All right. The only show I think I've ever was the end of Dexter season 1.
Deck the halls with Dexter.
No, Dexter. Yeah.
Oh.
Have any of you seen Dexter?
No.
I've seen Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes!
You, Dexter the serial killer, not Dexter the
I have-
laboratory.
Dude,
I've tried the Breaking Bad recently.
Breaking Bad's fucking really good.
It's not what you
Did you see that spoiler?
Alright, well, I will be spoiling part of the the end of season 1, and it's a major plot point. So, I'm spoiling the end of.
Alright, I'll put in the spoiler warning up.
Okay, you wanna know what? Everything in fucking Breaking Bad is a major plot point. It
That's
comes
tough.
from
Yeah.
There was a certain part in Breaking Bad where I start crying, mostly because of the way, because like Aaron Paul has become one of my favorite actors because
Mhm.
when he
Yay! Thank you.
Jesse has to be one of my favorite ever characters ever now.
Oh yeah.
There was a part where he's, because like, it's during this scene where he's in the hospital bed, looking at Walter, and he basically you got the spoiler thing up, right?
Yeah, it's the black kid with the cigarette at the moment.
So, all right. So he's like in the hospital, but he recently got the shit kicked out of by Walter's brother-in-law, Hank. He's on the bed and he's sitting there like, oh my god, the shit he said to him. He's like, everything. He's like, this hurt, man. This like really hurt, and I almost started crying. What Jesse said to Walter. Everything in my life was fine before you came in, and everyone that I love has either gone or died. I'm like, and I just sat there like, oh my god.
yeah. Oh.
I'm like, dude.
Alright, guys. I think it's time. We're done with the
Dexter.
spoilers for. We're going to do the
I mentioned the Dexter thing,
the
but-
form. We're gonna do the
fuck
form.
it.
Alright. Gonna do
in
the
general?
sign up for next podcast. Alright, I'm just letting anyone know. Go
You putting it in general?
to
All.
general in my Discord server and get in first. Okay. Alright, guys, you ready?
First time.
Yeah.
Alright,
Where is this? Wait. Okay, ready.
okay. The last minute podcast sign up. Sign up was last minute.
Oh, my fucking thing's taking forever.
First.
Hey, done.
Hey. Okay.
I'm the only exact scare you know, so you can't be all.
Alright. I'm going to announce the
Uh-huh.
the people in a second. Alright, let me just get everyone's names and who did it first.
Who did it first? Please tell me.
Alright.
If you see a blank one, that's me. But I missed it again.
Okay. Ready? So the first person is Airy, who made it
My
onto.
fucking Wi-Fi is shitty.
Airy is the okay, and then the next person after that, fuck, Chrome, I'm gonna fucking murder you at the opportune. Okay, Sir Fuckum. Sir Fuckum is the second person who made it.
Who is that? Somebody in the stream?
Someone who fucking put their name in, and he was trying to get in earlier. Okay, the next person is Malonis.
Oh, Shane.
Yeah. How many people is that now? Like 4?
I'm gonna add him then.
No, that's 3. That's 3.
That's 3 people. All right. The next person is Varix. Okay, now here's the next person. Oakley.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Zach Skater.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, wait, did I not get in? Oh,
And RJ.
I was about to be so.
Oh no! How many people are after that?
Stay tuned for more life-threatening stories.
And no.
Am I the only one?
You were the very bottom edge.
Wait, am I the only one who's not on it?
No, you're at the very bottom. You were the last
How many-
person.
How many people are left?
Like, there's 2 people above you.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there a blank? Is there a blank space?
Yes. Oh, no, there isn't.
Because I submitted one and I didn't write anything accidentally.
All right. So by the way, I'm just gonna make this clear. This is for the next podcast. Just making that clear for everyone. That is the next podcast.
We should have a podcast recommendation for video games. Or like any game.
Well, this podcast is fucking anything. It's just anything.
Yeah, but like I want to have something new.
A topic.
Like
Oh yeah, sure. Bring your own topics next time. I don't mind.
When we end the podcast, I want to like do like a Cam recommends or something, like a Cam Dog recommendation. So like my recommendation for I've been playing this a lot. Final Fantasy 15 for the PC.
Is that what you're recommending me?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm recommending to anyone, like on the stream, like in the studio. If you're not a fan of Final Fantasy 15,
I like it. I've played it.
Trust me, you want to play Final Fantasy 15 because one, as soon as you start the game up, it says like it's a game for new players and returning players.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. You can never have played Final Fantasy, but enjoy it.
You don't have to play the other Final Fantasies to understand Final Fantasy 15's plot. You can just go in and just like have a great old time. Seriously, like the combat, the story, the characters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the whole like road trip thing with like your best friends and shit is like the greatest thing I've ever witnessed.
The opening's really cool, where you have to push the car down the as it comes on.
You push in a car down the street, down the road to the gas station, listening to, Stand By Me.
Alright, I want to make this clear also. After the stream, we are all going to jump into the general chat, so you will get a chance to just talk with all of us.
You will get the chance.
Yeah, we'll all hop into general chat.
You will get the chance to talk to me, RJ, the surviving member of the airsoft fight of.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanna say that like there has to be a different way to do the sign up because I have such shitty internet that it takes a minute for my thing to come up, so I'm always gonna be last.
I mean, we can just do general, so there's like, so everyone knows it's 100% as well, because I'm sure some people are skeptical.
I should put that as my nickname.
Wait,
RJ,
how
the
could we
airsoft
be
survivor.
skeptical about this?
I don't know, because knowing you guys, you probably think I'm picking and choosing.
No, I know how it works. It's
No,
random.
everybody
Whoever
should-
gets in there first.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. Hunt down the Freeman, next topic. Dude, topics or whatever the fuck you feel. Yeah.
Next topic. We already had that topic.
Alright.
Like the first thing we brought up.
I mean, you can always furthermore a topic no matter what. Alright, guys.
What else would you
Alright,
want to talk about?
I think we're done with this stream for today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it same time tomorrow, I reckon.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright. Everyone, thank you for watching this stream. I really appreciate
I
it.
won't be here tomorrow because I'll be sad and alone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ange.
Cam Dog.
Yeah?
How about this? Next time you get subscribers or anybody who does anything financially
Mm-hmm.
into the stream, like depending upon how much it is, I'm gonna do that representation of push-ups because I need to do like workout stuff. Like, because I'm
Why
joining.
don't you just
Air
work
Force,
out on your
so-
own?
Cam Dog, I got a better idea, so it's actually probably more fair. Because again, like I said, it could be for. I know this is the issue
Random
for me,
number
but it's
generator.
also it could be an issue for other people as well. Some of us have slower internet, so the faster your internet is, the faster the web page will load.
Yeah. I was
Maybe
thinking.
if you put your name into like a random chooser and it random.
Oh, true. That's a good idea because there's actually a spin wheel thing
Like-
built
like
into my stream
aside-
program. Yeah, we could do that.
Or you could assign everybody a number and then just put like on a random
Yeah,
number
yeah,
generator.
yeah. Fair enough. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
However it works.
All right, guys.
Next
Thank
time,
you
obviously,
so
this
much.
time's already chosen.
Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I appreciate, especially all you guys who participated, and especially the people who were ballsy enough to subscribe to me and very
I
kind.
fucking subscribed and I'm not even on the name.
GG.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're a monster, Cam Dog. You know that?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
makes
we're
me
gonna
feel
have,
like
like, an
shit.
outro,
God damn it.
or-
Good, good.
All right.
So what's going on? Are we having an outro or what?
Yeah, this is the outro. Thank you for watching, everyone.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
All right.
Remember, kids.
All right. Bye, everyone. Let's sing a song together. Somebody once told me the world was
Remember, kids.
growing.
We were getting there, so
I
fight.
ain't
Remember
the
to go
sharpest.